zombies.
Tony Flame, baby. How are your meatballs? What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking to you about spawning in with SMGs, ARs, or spawning in with what seemingly is like any weapon in Cold War Zombies, and why I actually think it is a good thing and not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, I am in the same boat as you guys. I want to spawn in with a 1911. Just give us a 1911. That's it. We start from there. But you guys have to remember that there are new systems in Black Ops Cold War Zombies that allow us to change the way we play and are going to, although it's bringing back classic gameplay, are going to change the way we play the classic gameplay in a sense. And I'm going to explain that, break all that down in this video. But with that being said, I just want to tell you guys once again to not panic, regardless of if they explain everything thoroughly and in depth, because at that's a really good point that they still have not explained everything in depth to us, from pack lunch to weapon rarities to perk upgrades, etc. There's still a lot of stuff that they have to fully explain to us, and they even said that they will eventually in the future. But even after they come out and explain everything and you're still a little bit iffy about it, I want to remind you that there is a game called Black Ops 4 Zombies, and although I like Black Ops 4 Zombies, there are a lot of things that sounded really good in Black Ops 4 that just didn't work out in game. The execution was not there, and there are a lot of things that sounded bad about Black Ops 4, but actually in game they worked out pretty well. So I want you to remember that and just give it a chance regardless of what your initial thoughts are with Cold War Zombies. And again, I'm going to explain to you exactly why you shouldn't panic at least as much about spawning in with an SMG, an AR, you know, maybe even LMG in Cold War. So before we get into that, I do first want to say that I stream every single day on Twitch, twitch.tv/Yomet123, and it's always Call of Duty Zombies every single night, my friends. Every single night, my friends. We have some awesome, elite live streams with the friggin' Meatball Army, the most elite community on both the YouTubes and the Twitches. But make sure if you guys want to watch some awesome Zombies live streams, links are down below in the description alongside the Discord, the merch link, the channel memberships, all that awesome stuff. You can check that out down below in the description. But other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in the video, it is very important to stress the fact that the way weapons work in Cold War Zombies, although will be similar to an extent, is actually very different than any Zombies game we've ever had before, and you can even consider it similar but a more exaggerated version of a weapon system in a battle royale. For example, take a game like Fortnite or even Warzone if you want, and just think of the weapon of the lowest rarity, the gray weapons, right? Those weapons usually aren't as accurate. Maybe in Fortnite's case, there used to be more bloom on it and stuff like that, and stuff just wasn't the greatest. You'd want a higher rarity weapon. Therefore, if you came along, you know, a gray AR at the beginning of the game, then you use that, you maybe got a few kills, but eventually you were always going to upgrade your weapons and become more and more powerful. And now if you relate that back to Zombies, that's always the way it's been in Zombies. No, you traditionally don't start with an AR, an SMG, or anything like that. But you'd start with this pistol, you'd get a shit ton of points with the pistol, shoot the zombies, knife them, shoot knife, shoot knife, shoot knife, over and over again, maybe buy a wall weapon, grind your way up, and then make a decision. Do you want to buy Jug or hit the box? Maybe hit the box, get a good weapon, and then get some more kills, get Jug, blah, blah, blah. It's a work your way up system that is, in a sense, similar to a BR. Well, in Cold War Zombies, that kind of same system is going to exist in terms of weapons, meaning, or that same system similar to a battle royale is going to exist in terms of weapons, meaning that that same kind of grind factor in Zombies, working your way up from absolutely nothing to something very, very powerful, is going to exist. And Craig Houston even came out and said, he went on record in saying that every single weapon in the game has the potential to be an uber weapon, meaning that every weapon has the potential to be really awesome and really powerful, which it's obviously a great thing. But now if we take that and put that in the context of spawning in with weapons in Zombies, do you guys really think that they're going to let us spawn in with the weapon that is extremely, extremely powerful, considering we have a weapon rarity system in the game? Do you think they'll let us spawn in with the weapon of the highest rarity and the best weapon in the game in Cold War Zombies, that we use that from point A to point Z? I highly doubt that. I mean, hey, anything's possible. Again, they haven't completely explained everything to us just yet. But if anything, I can see that as some kind of super Easter egg reward. When everything's said and done with all the maps, maybe we complete all the Easter eggs. Maybe that's when we can start spawning in with gold level weapons. And also, let's assume for the purpose of this video, there's gray, green, and gold level weapons. Gray being the lowest, green being middle tier, gold being the highest. And we're going to kind of go over that a little bit, but that hasn't been confirmed. We're just doing that for simplicity purposes. All right. But do you really think they'll let you spawn in with a gold weapon in Cold War Zombies and use that for the entirety of the game? Absolutely not. Unless they are shot, there's no way. And hey, again, even if that is the case, as I said at the beginning of the video, I still think that you guys should try it before you knock it. With anything, you never know how it's going to be until you actually see it, until you actually play around with it and feel it, because who knows, maybe it will be fun. But again, common sense tells us that if we've had systems in the past with different weapon rarities, and the lower weapon rarities are typically how you start out your games, then again, common sense would say that in zombies, if they're going to bring in some kind of weapon rarity system, that when you spawn in the game with that SMG, when you spawn in the game with that AR, maybe even LMG or shotgun, or even the pistol, it's going to be of the lowest possible rarity. And who knows, maybe throughout the game as you play, aside from Pack-a-Punch, there'll be a way to level up your rarity or rank up your rarity, and then Pack-a-Punch just Pack-a-Punch on top of that. That's also another question. Will Pack-a-Punch in your weapon up the weapon rarity, and that's kind of how Pack-a-Punch works? Or will, yeah, see, I don't know, it's a real gray area. Will you be getting certain attachments on certain weapons depending on the rarity? If you Pack-a-Punch, will that both increase damage and upgrade the rarity? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to Pack-a-Punch gray weapon 3 times to make it green. Maybe there's a lot of different loopholes and stuff like that. A lot of gray area that TREYARCH really has not explained. We've talked about this a lot, so it is a little bit hard to make this video. But for the most part, I just want to talk to you guys from a common sense standpoint. And again, say that if you're spawning into Cold War zombies, I don't believe that they're going to give you a weapon of the highest rarity and just allow you to slay from round 1. I pretty much, to my understanding, they're going to be doing this to allow both older and newer players to jump into zombies and just have a fun experience at the beginning, because a lot of people, maybe they just can't kill zombies with a pistol. If you want to spawn in with the pistol, you probably still have the option to, and we're going to get into that in a second, and something I believe TREYARCH should do. But if you want to spawn in with a pistol, you definitely can. But if you spawn in with an AR, it should be nearly the same kind of caliber weapon as a pistol because of the weapon rarity system. So let's just say, right, for the purpose of the video, 3 weapon rarities as I explained: gray, green, gold. When you spawn into the game, you're only spawning in with gray weapons. Let's assume that, meaning that by round 5, considering there's no upgrades or anything done to your weapons, each weapon will drop off right around the same time. So even if you're spawning in with an XM4 assault rifle, right, it should essentially maybe not do the same amount of damage as a pistol, because obviously a pistol is a pistol. Let's just use the 1911 in this case. But it would be just as useful as the pistol, meaning maybe you would take a lot more bullets to kill zombies, since it is of the lowest rarity, since they allow you to spawn in with it. It would take a lot more bullets to kill zombies than the same type of weapon in the gold category. You get what I'm saying here? Meaning that if you were to use a pistol or an AR or an SMG, for the most part, although there may be certain benefits and certain drawbacks to certain weapons, like for example the AR, although it's taking more bullets to kill the zombies, if you get headshots, you should be able to kill them a little bit quicker. Then you may, for example, get less points with an AR than if you spawn in with the starting pistol. Although there's positives and drawbacks to each, you should, for the most part, still have the same outcome when you're spawning in with any weapon you choose in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. And then again, as you go throughout the game, it's seeming like that there's more incentive than ever before to hit the box, because not only will weapon rarities affect the weapons you spawn in with, presumably, but also the weapons on the wall, and then the weapons in the box, of course. And if I had to take a guess, only the gold and the highest tier weapons would be in the box, and we may have even actually seen an example of the highest tier weapons in the box. Like for example, when we pulled the Wonder Weapon out of the box, there was a gold glow to it, so maybe that even confirms right there that there's going to be color-coded rarities, and you know, maybe gold's the highest level, and maybe only gold weapons are available out of the box. And again, gold is completely disconnected from gray, meaning that you will never have a gold power weapon when you spawn into the game as zombies, because when you spawn into zombies, you can only spawn in with gray weapons. Again, just for the purpose of this video, we'll say lowest tier is gray, meaning that after round 5 or 7 or so on, you know what I'm saying, all the weapons, regardless of what weapon it is, an SMG, an AR, an LMG, a pistol, shotgun, I think I said that already, they will all essentially do the same thing for you. They may get you a decent amount of points, but they're not going to do all too much in killing zombies, and then you'd have to turn to wall weapons maybe, which will all be of green rarity, and then you turn to the box weapons, which could be maybe of even, let's say, 4 weapon levels now, add in purple on top of green, there'd be purple and gold weapons in the box. Let's say that, for example. I could definitely see something like that happen, and most likely that will be the case in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. But now again, let's circle it all back to the beginning. Like I said, the point is to not panic. I think you guys should just take a step, relax, take a break, regardless of what gets announced. Even if you're extremely excited, people are so quick to be negative and to shit on stuff in 2020. And to be honest, although I've seen a decent amount of people hesitant about this, I haven't seen too many people saying, oh, this is going to ruin zombies, which is good. But again, I just want to remind you guys not to panic, to give everything a shot no matter what, and to just relax. Relaxing a lot of the time will help you see a lot clearer, and to just stop. That's it, just stop panicking. But seriously, in Cold War Zombies, you guys just got to give a lot of stuff a chance. Although there's going to be a lot of similar gameplay, there's going to be a decent amount of stuff added as well. Some stuff even renamed, rebranded, for example, specialist to field upgrades and stuff like that. Just give it a chance. Relax, wait for TREYARCH to talk to us a little bit more about official stuff. For example, how many weapon rarities there's going to be, exactly how weapon rarities work, what kind of weapon rarities you'll spawn in with, what kind of weapons you're limited to spawn in with it. What the fuck? How the pack-a-punch system's gonna work and stuff of that sort, okay? But hopefully you guys got some kind of value out of this video. If you did, oh, there's a bug. Make sure you drop a like on this video as well as make sure you are subscribed to the channel down below, and also leave a comment letting me know are you excited or how excited you are for Cold War Zombies. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for Black Ops Cold War Zombies? Again, I stream on Twitch every single night at twitch.tv/JoeMatt123, and it's always Call of Duty Zombies, my friends. We have a crap ton of fun. Thank you to all you who have been over there. You guys are all legends. Awesome people. Love you guys all. I will see you in the next video.
I've been wishing for some better days. Could you listen? No, why can you stay? I write love songs for a day.